Hi, I'm Michael Hughes. I'm the local realtor here in El Paso. I'm here with Richard Funk. He's the owner of Desert Oak Barbecue. So Richard, basically wanted to ask you, how'd you get your business started, and just give me a little bit of background on the business.
So we started in 2015, July of 2015, as a food truck. My wife and I opened up the food truck next to Cowtown, and we did that on the weekends while we still had full-time jobs. And then sometime after, I resigned from my career just to do that full-time. So we opened up a few more days, and then eventually we signed a lease on this place when we started. We kind of outgrew the food truck. And we couldn't cook enough to stay open long enough to really be worthwhile. So we needed more space, so we decided to open up a brick and mortar, and this is it. So we opened August of 2017, so it's going to be 2 years soon, and it seems like we've outgrown it, but it's still manageable. A lot of customers complain during the lunch rush that it gets too packed, but this is what we can afford right now. We want slow and steady growth.
My understanding is that you close the doors when you're sold out, correct?
Yeah, so we like to do everything fresh. So we're not going to reheat leftovers from the day before. So. Figure out how much we need to cook to last until 8 o'clock. It's hard to do when you're cooking brisket. That takes 18 hours, and everything else takes a long time too. So you can't really gauge that. You have to take your best guess and cook it, and hopefully you sell it all. Because if we don't sell it all, we have to throw it away, and there's no way to recover that cost.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So unfortunately, it's inconvenient for some customers, but at least you know you're always getting fresh product.
Absolutely. So Rich, what's your favorite menu item, and kind of what's a fan favorite here at Desert Oak?
So it's hard to say because everybody has their own favorite. I would say the brisket is always the first to sell out.
Yeah.
The beef ribs are kind of mystical because we only make them on Saturday, and those run out pretty fast too. So you have to wait all week just to have them for a couple hours on Saturday, and they just kind of fly out of here. I like brisket. I like everything. It wouldn't be on the menu if I didn't like it.
Yeah.
And same with my wife. She created all the sides, and everything has to pass her
inspection.
Yeah, exactly. So we put a lot of work into everything we serve. I think some of the most underrated are probably the turkey and the chicken because they're poultry and they're lean, so it's hard to make those come out juicy, but ours are pretty juicy.
That's good.
So it's all in the way you cook it and prep it. But yeah, I don't have one favorite. It depends on my mood. I eat what I want.
Yeah. Notice you guys serve beer here too.
Texas craft beer is what we go for. We like something that's going to putting out.
Yeah.
So, and we like to stay as local as possible. So we have some Dead Beach taps.
Excellent.
Everything else is from somewhere in Texas. We try to keep a Texas theme, and it's high quality product. Yeah.
Excellent.
So the meat, most of the meat we serve is very rich and heavy. I like to pair it with darker beers.
Yeah.
I think pairing is all a matter of what you like personally.
Absolutely.
So you can't really go wrong. We don't have a huge selection of beer, so it's
it's delicious.
Just pick one of the 6 and go for it.
Excellent. Yeah. We're here with a first-time customer, Ulrich. Ulrich, what did you think of the food?
The food was great. This is my first time here, and I've had barbecue in many other places. I went to college in East Texas, and it's pretty big out there.
Yeah.
But this has definitely got to be one of the top barbecue locations here in El Paso.
Excellent.
Love it.
So can you tell us a little bit about yourself? Why did you decide to start your business in El Paso? A little bit of your personal background.
So my wife is from El Paso. We moved here in 2009, and I wasn't doing barbecue then. I just kind of got interested in barbecue after we moved here, and started messing around trying to figure out how to do it. And then eventually, like I said before, I resigned from my job and just started full time. I kind of grew up all over. I'm not even from Texas originally. I'm a transplant, and I'm here to stay. I love El Paso, love Texas, and now I just fell in love with the art of barbecue, and I can't get it out of my system. So
that's awesome.
This is what we do.
Excellent.